Once upon a time, there was a young man named Daniel who was constantly plagued by doubt. He questioned everything: his choices, his abilities, and even the accuracy of the weather forecast. No matter what he did, uncertainty followed him like a shadow. Frustrated and exhausted, he decided to seek guidance from a wise old monk who lived in a temple atop a hill. When Daniel arrived, the monk welcomed him with a warm smile and gestured for him to sit. "Master, I feel lost," Daniel admitted, pacing anxiously. "I doubt everything. My mind never rests." The monk, sitting calmly with a cup of tea in hand, nodded knowingly. "Ah, doubts," he mused. "They are like mosquitoes on a summer night buzzing around, keeping you awake and restless." Daniel blinked in confusion. "Mosquitoes? But I'm talking about life decisions, not bug bites." The monk chuckled. "Exactly. The more you scratch at doubts, the more they bother you. But if you stay still and let them be, they often fade away on their own." Daniel scratched his head. "But what if the doubts don't go away? What if I make the wrong decision?" The monk took a slow sip of his tea and smiled. "Wrong decisions are just steps on the right path. Even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. Think of life like making a cup of tea. Sometimes you add too much sugar, sometimes too little, but you still drink it, and with practice, you learn to find the perfect balance." Daniel thought for a moment. "So I shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes?" "Exactly," the monk replied. "Mistakes are like tea leaves. They may float around for a while, making things seem unclear, but eventually, they settle, and the water becomes clear again. If you spend too much time worrying about making everything perfect, you'll miss the simple joy of sipping the tea." Daniel couldn't help but laugh. "I guess I've been overthinking things." The monk grinned. "Yes, overthinking is like trying to predict exactly when a tree will grow its leaves. You'll never know for sure. So, just enjoy the shade when it comes." As the sun began to set, Daniel felt lighter. He thanked the monk and walked down the hill, realizing that his doubts no longer felt as heavy. The lesson of this story: doubts are a natural part of life, but they don't have to hold us back. Like tea leaves, they will settle with time if we stop overthinking and trust the process. Mistakes are not failures, they are steps forward. The most important thing is to keep moving and enjoy the journey, no matter how imperfect it may seem. So don't be afraid to sip the tea of life, no matter how it's brewed.